So with that note, the question that came to us today was, are you in a state of eternal bliss and peace? That is enlightenment. Are you in that state of eternal bliss and peace? Some people ask me the question, is such a thing even possible? Some people ask, is such a thing even, is it possible to be in a state of eternal bliss and everlasting peace? How? There are problems all the time. There are problems all the time. There is stress, there is worry, there is anxiety. Somebody is falling sick, something is going wrong, some business is going upside down, some relationship is breaking, somebody is misbehaving. There is a problem all the time. In fact, there are more problems than we can handle. People worry about problems. Problems are everywhere. There was once a man, he wrote on a board, the problem is now here. He wrote on the board, the problem is now here again. And a man came and he just, same thing that he wrote, now problem is now here. He put now here together. He said problem is nowhere again. So now here becomes nowhere. The words now here, if you join them, it becomes nowhere. It is how you look at a problem, how you look at life. What is the perspective of life? What is your paradigm of life? Is it that there is no problem? Of course there are problems, but it is just a show. Don't we know that we come and we go? We know? Of course we know. Then why for 10 rupees, $1, one small matter, we make such a big issue? Why? Because we forget. We forget the reality that life is just a show. We forget the reality of the true meaning of life. Therefore, it's very important in life for us to be enlightened. What did I tell you today's subject was? Are you in a state of eternal bliss? Eternal bliss means always happy and peace. Shanti. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. How can you be in that state of eternal bliss and peace? That is enlightenment. Enlightenment is not some mantra. Enlightenment doesn't happen when you go sit. A lot of people ask me, how many days I must sit in the temple to be enlightened? I said, no, you don't have to sit in the temple. How many days I should fasting? How many days I should do fasting? No, there is no need of fasting. Then what is the way of enlightenment? You get the glow of light. Wow. So let us get going with questions. What is the first question for today? Bridget, my dear Bridget. Bridget's question is, happy Sunday evening all. My question, how do we know when we have reached the stage of enlightenment? Lovely. How we can feel a feeling of bliss and peace? Great. But what other? Then second question will come later. First question. I have answered this question so many times. I'm trying to see how I can answer in a new way. Because I have already answered the question many times to you. How we can come to know we have reached the state of enlightenment. When, Bridget, when we do not need to memorize. When we do not need to memorize. You know, memorize? Oh, I am not Bridget. Bridget is only my name. I am not the body. I am not the mind. We keep on memorizing it.
Neti, neti.
Ah, neti, neti. Excellent, Bridget. You're the best. So you don't have to memorize. The moment you realize you are enlightened. The moment you realize and you don't memorize, you are enlightened. What does it mean? See, most of us are trying to memorize. We are trying to memorize. Oh, I am not body. I am not mind. No. You should realize I am not the body. If the body, for me, if the body gets a crash, if my body something hurt, I don't look at the body and I don't do like that. I look at the body and I said, oh, look at this fellow. Look at this fellow. Take some care for this fellow. This is not me.
Mhm.
When you don't have to tell yourself, when you experience that, Bridget, when you feel, oh, I'm not Bridget. Everybody call me, hi, Bridget. Hi, Bridget. No, I'm not Bridget. I am Sib, S-I-B, soul in Bridget. I am the soul. I am the spirit in Bridget. So when we realize that, I give so many examples. Suppose you're shopping in a place and they are charging you 20% more, right? You're buying some bread, you're buying a baguette, you're buying baguette and it's 20% more, the baguette. And somebody tells you, the same baguette you get in the next street, 20% less. You say, okay. And you continue buying in the same place. And you continue buying same place. Every day you spend 2 francs more, 2 francs more, 2 francs more, 2 francs more. One day, actually, you go to that next door, next lane, and you see the same baguette, less by 2 francs. Oh, and now next time I don't buy in other place. How can I buy? I saw same thing, just 3 minutes walking, 4 minutes walking, 2 francs I saved. Oh, I will go there and buy every day. I realize it. So that is the first thing. We don't have to remind ourselves. We should come to know. You don't tell yourself, oh, you don't get up in the morning and say, do I have a nose? No, you know I have a nose. You know it, right?
I have a nose.
In the morning you don't check. Is my nose there? Oh, is it gone somewhere? No, it's not gone anywhere. It's there. When you are enlightened that you have a nose. But when you are enlightened, you are the divine soul. That is enlightened. Question number 2. We can lose it after having reached. No, Bridget, you cannot lose it. When you came to know that that baguette is available 2 francs less, can you lose it?
No.
No. Well, suppose from your house, you take the bakery, the boulangerie on the right side, 12 francs. The boulangerie on the left side, 10 francs. If you realize, where would you go?
The less costly.
Absolutely, and you can't forget it. You cannot. If you go to right side, your mind tell you, "Oh, hello, crazy, no go there. Crazy, no go." So once you realize, for example, I realize.
I lost Luke.
Got me?
I hear music. Do you put music?
Who's playing music? No, somebody is playing. Somebody.
Kiran Katuria.
Kiran Katuria. Okay, we'll mute her. Thank you, Gautam. So Bridget, once I realize I am not Ravi, my name used to be Ravi. Somebody called me Ravi. I turned and said, oh, who? Not me. Oh, I'm not Ravi. I'm air, A-I-R, Atma in Ravi. You want Ravi? He's gone. He's no more. He's dead. He's gone. So once you realize, you cannot lose it. Cannot lose it. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Very good questions to start. Thank you, Bridget. Next, Gautam. Yes, Gautam.
Shivam. I have 2 questions, sir. By practicing meditation, is it helpful for us to overcome ignorance, hate, stress, anxiety?
Understand what is meditation. See, the problem is a lot of people in this world, they complicate meditation. Gautam, don't listen to me carefully to understand. Meditation means to slow down the mind. I am meditating. Suppose you say, I am meditating on my problem. It means I'm trying to concentrate on the problem. I'm trying to focus on the problem. When you are meditating, you're trying to focus your attention on something, and that stops the mind from going here and there. When you meditate means you concentrate. You are in one subject. That is meditation. So sometimes they say, okay, please meditate on a particular thing. Maybe anything you can meditate. Forget about spiritual meditation. The word meditate is to concentrate. And when you concentrate the mind on one thought, right, then it cannot go here and there. It's engaged. The mind is like in the telephone. If you're already talking to me, my phone is engaged. Correct? If somebody else calls, they will say, sorry, your phone is engaged. Please call back later. So you engage the mind. You engage the mind in a meditative process. It may be just a small mantra, or it may be just a small song, or you meditate just in stillness on a neon sign, on a light, on a candle. So meditation controls the mind and brings it slow. What's your next question?
And one more question is, when I do meditation, my body gets sometimes vibrate. Is it should be happen, or it's something it's not be happen?
No, it should not. Because see, that means the mind is that your body is vibrating because the mind is still aggressive. That means your mind is not quiet. The body cannot. How can the body start vibrating when the body cannot vibrate? The body is vibrating because the mind inside is AK. I told you the mind is not AK-47. Mind is AK-50. I gave a name to the gun. Mind is going on thinking thoughts. Although Gautam is sitting quietly, although Gautam is looking like I'm silent, in the mind, boom, 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 boom. Mind is going on like that. That's why your body is vibrating.
And I get sometimes yawning also in meditation. Why I got yawning?
Yawning is okay. Yawning is a lack of oxygen.
But vibrate means not the full vibrate. I just vibrate just a second I get vibrate. That's all.
I'm telling you, you please tell me next time if the vibration is because there is more thoughts, or there is no thoughts, or there is many thoughts.
No, there is no thoughts, nothing thoughts.
Then why the body should vibrate? It may be unique. I have not felt like that, so I can't give you any feedback further on.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajitek Dada.
शिवोहम सर।
शिवम अजित
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि इनिशिएशन क्या है, और मैंने देखा है कि कुछ गुरुज इनिशिएशन के चार्जेस भी लेते हैं। जो सारा प्रोसेस है इसका आप बताएंगे मेरे को, क्या ये है?
ये तो बड़ा मजाक है। इट्स अ बिग जोक अजित दैट यू पे मनी 10 लाख का इनिशिएशन, 1 करोड़ का इनिशिएशन, बड़ा अमीर rich people are getting initiation. You know, especially since you're Sardar, you know, Sardar, many gurus, they talk of naam, naam dete, correct? Have you heard of it? Naam, the guru naam. So what is the initiation? The word itself I explained yesterday. It is to initiate a genuine seeker to achieve enlightenment. Please get 2-3 points clear. पहले तो कोई भी रोड का आदमी को इनिशिएट किया का कोई मतलब है अजित? Anybody on the street, if you initiate, is there any meaning?
No, sir.
No. Now you are attending this Zoom call regularly. You know how keen, how sincere people are on this call. You can understand.
Yes, sir.
People are coming for time pass, or people are very sincere about the subject.
Very sincere.
Very sincere. Everybody in this group is very sincere. We want enlightenment. To initiate or initiation means shuru karna. It means to initiate on a path, to start a journey to enlightenment. इसमें पैसे की बात क्या है यार? Don't mind me saying, जो गुरु पैसा लेता है, मतलब वो तो फालतू है ना, वो समझता नहीं कि मतलब what is the meaning of spirituality. Don't mind me saying it. No guru will ever take 1 penny for initiation. If you are paying money and buying initiation, you'll never be initiated. You are just going around in circles. तो ये गलत बात है. Please don't believe in something like this.
हाँ जी सर, वो तो क्लियर हो गया कि ऐसा कि सिग्नल पेनी वगैरह कुछ गुरु को तो कुछ चाहिए नहीं, क्योंकि वो तो वो सच्चिदानंद में है.
हाँ.
तो
question?
सर इनिशिएशन एक जर्नी स्टार्ट हुई, मतलब गुरु करता क्या है? क्या
good.
करता है गुरु?
Good. You saw Bridget just now.
हाँ जी सर.
You saw Bridget ने क्या बोला? अभी हिंदी में Bridget ने क्या बोला?
नीति नीति.
कैसे बोली ये लड़की? How Bridget is talking neti neti? She's a French girl. Why she is talking neti neti? What is her business to talk neti neti? Because she is initiated on the journey. Because she is coming every day on this. She's, you know where she is? She's in Quebec. वो कनाडा में है, not in Delhi, Bombay, Haryana, not in Pakistan. She's in Quebec. Why she's coming? Because she has been initiated on the path by herself. She is self-initiated. She has herself initiated. See, a guru doesn't have to take 1 chamach of initiation and put in your mouth. Ajit, you get the point? Initiation का मतलब है, suppose मैं आपको कहता हूँ, अजित, you are not the body. आप बोलते हैं, how am I not the body? मैं समझाता हूँ. Body पैदा होता है, body is born after 9 months. Before 9 months, you were awake inside the mother womb, you were alive. Then you understand 9 months back, I was one single cell. Correct? इतना realization होने में आदमी initiate होता है कि नहीं होता है?
हाँ जी.
हो जाता है, शुरू हो गया जर्नी. अगर वही आदमी कल जाके बोलता है, ए बकवास बात छोड़ो यार, सब बकवास है, फिर क्या इनिशिएट हो गया वो आदमी? Initiation is the process of starting the journey to enlightenment. To initiate means to start. A guru, a true guru, helps a seeker to go on that path and gives the seeker hope. It gives the seeker hope that there you will be initiated, that you should continue. You know, I'll give you a funny thing. Ajit, मैं आपको एक funny चीज बोलूं.
हाँ जी सर, अच्छी बात
है ना. ये मेरा फोन है ना, ये अजीब सा फोन, मैं पूरा 2 साल से मैं यूज नहीं किया हूँ. ये फोन को I was trying to do a backup.
हाँ जी.
I was trying to do a backup. From how long? अभी तक, kind of you can read. क्या दिख रहा है फोन में? क्या दिख रहा है?
सर ये तो कुछ प्रोसेस हुई जा रहा है.
You can see it's written.
Last backup.
It's written here. It's written here. Finishing. Can you see finishing? 73 GB.
हाँ जी सर, हाँ जी.
ये 12 दिन से हो रहा है बैकअप. 12 दिन से अभी हो गया. अभी राइट नाउ इट इज सेइंग तुम्हारा बैकअप हो गया, 73 GB का बैकअप हो गया, गूगल में आ गया. लेकिन अभी भी प्रोसेस फिनिश हो रहा है, अभी हो जाएगा एक जूम कॉल में. What I'm saying, unless you have a right guru, how will you wait for 14 days to take backup? For example, आप कितने दिन वेट करेंगे, कितने महीने वेट करेंगे? My guru was with me for 25 years. My guru was with me for 25 years. Okay, so I hope you're getting the point. To initiate Ajitek is to start the journey. ठीक है, और कुछ?
नहीं बस. Thank you sir.
Thank you.
Shivam.
Sudeep Bhargava.
Shivam sir.
Shivam, Sudeep.
Sir, the answer that you gave to Bridget, so that reminds me of a thing that used to be there in my mind. I don't know how I forgot that, and I didn't ask you earlier. Nirvana Shatkam, Shankaracharya, the Chidananda Rupa Shivoham. So there's one line, I'm not able to recall the complete, and it says, na dharmo, na kamo, there's something else, and then the moksha. That means he is neither asking for dharma, not the kam, not the moksha. So I used to think, why is he not asking for moksha? So
why should you ask? Why should you ask for moksha when you have realized the truth? No, you already right. Got it. ना धर्मो मतलब धर्म जान चुका हूँ, ना अर्थ हो, ना मुझे कुछ पैसा कमाना है, ना मैं कुछ काम हो, मुझे no there's no desire. na moksha. Are Prabhu, Sujit, let me give you answer. Bridget, you know what Sudeep is asking? He's asking how come that saint is not even asking for enlightenment, not even asking for salvation. So Sudeep, here is the answer to it. Very funny answer. Please remember this answer, Sudeep. Suppose your son lost his notebook, English notebook. And he's telling you, he's crying. You're searching the English notebook. You search the whole house. Finally, you find he has kept it in the kitchen. You bring it and give it to him. Now he stops crying. After giving him the notebook, will you go around the whole house again searching for it? Why not?
I already realized it, so there's no point of doing it again.
You got the answer or not?
I got the answer. This question led me to that question that I hope that I'm thinking the right thing now.
Hey, one Sudeep, when I feel God everywhere, why must I seek God anymore, Sudeep?
Right.
मैं तो प्रभु को हर क्षण पाता हूँ. I experience the divine everywhere, in everybody. I don't need to find God anymore. God is already here with me. Why am I search for God anymore?
So that's a statement coming from an enlightened person only.
That I don't know. But but when you realize certain truth, then you don't have to search for it. Because already you found it. You don't have to search.
So that's just one more thing, one more small question.
Yeah.
Is the always playing around with the word, so it's okay if I'm in the wrong direction. That is the meditation and focusing on thoughts that you asked me to do. Is that the same or different?
See, as I told you, don't get into words. The problem
Yes,
is words.
I agree. Yeah.
So let's try to understand. What are we trying to do? Whether you talk about meditation or you talk about focus on what? Focus on
Thoughts.
words.
You said focus on the thoughts.
So let me see. Whether a cricketer hits the bat like this or he hits the bat like this, he has to hit sixer.
Correct.
It doesn't matter how he holds the bat.
That
is what matters. What is the score on the scoreboard?
True.
So our goal, what is our goal? Our goal is to still the mind, is to quieten the mind so that the mind is not shooting bullets at 50 thoughts per minute. We don't want the mind to go on shooting. No. The moment we do that, we reach a state of contemplation. When we reach that state of contemplation, we reach a state of realization. We reach that state known as samadhi, that late state of mindfulness, that state of consciousness. You want that peace. You want that bliss. How you do it, what you call it meditation. You try to press the mind down. You engage the mind by making it run around something else. You sedate the mind. You make them. There are many methods. Methods may be many. But the goal is, what is the goal? The goal is the mind should subside. The mind should not, if the mind is going on troubling you, oh, lockdown is over tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to meet this person. Tomorrow I have to go there. Tomorrow I have to do this. If the mind is all the time in tomorrow, and the mind is not letting you be in this moment, it's gone. Your moment is gone. Your life is over. So what I told you, I know you asked a question of a different, but I gave you an answer that takes you beyond the question. I hope that's what we want. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Shivam. Tanu. Yes, Tanu. Tanu.
Shivam, Guruji.
Shivam, Tanu.
Guruji, I wanted to ask that we know that worrying is futile, but then also our mind keep on worrying something or the other. So how do we stop that habit of ours?
Through realization, right? Through being, for first of all, Tanu, you should, as Tanu Chopra, you should tell your mind, hello, Mr. Mind, you better shut up. Which means that you can only tell the mind, shut up, if you separate from the mind. First, you must separate from the mind. The problem is right now you are not separate from the mind. The mind is you. The mind is worrying. The moment, somebody told it in the call today, the moment you start observing the mind, the moment you witness the mind, you become the witness, you become the you watch the mind. Suppose your mind is worrying about something. Suppose there's one lady, her son got COVID. So what is the mind saying? Oh, COVID ho gaya, kya hoga? Lung disease ho jayega. Kya agar kuch ho gaya? Ventilator, ICU. The mind will go on like this, will go on like this. So you step back, you observe the mind. You need to go back and observe the mind, because when you distance, when you take away from the mind, then you witness the observer, you witness the Leela. What do you witness? You witness, array, oh fool, everything is a drama. Hello, look at life. It's just earth is a stage. We are actors. We come and we do our part and we go. Am I lying to you? Or it's the truth?
Truth.
Then why are we worrying? We are worrying because we become the mind. If you are not the mind, you will not worry. Separate from the mind and tell the mind, why worry? There is no need to worry. Why worry? There is no need to worry. You heard this? No problem. No problem. Then there's no need to worry. If there's a problem, there is no need to worry. Huh? If no problem, no need to worry. If there's a problem, no need to worry. Why? If you can do something about your problem, then there's no need to worry. If you can do nothing about your problem, then there's no need to worry. You agree or you don't agree with what I'm saying?
Agree. Totally.
Then look at it. If there's no problem, no worry. If there's a problem, no worry. Why? Because if there's a problem, you can do something, no worry. You can't do something, no worry. Because it's who will not worry? The one who understands that it's just a dream. The one who understands, suppose you, okay, Tanu, suppose you wake up in the morning and somebody has robbed all your jewelry. All your jewelry. How you will feel?
Bad.
You'll feel very, very stressed out, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as you wake up, you do like this and you see, oh, all the jewelry is here. It was just a dream. Then will you feel bad?
No,
Why you will not feel bad?
because it was just a dream.
But this life itself is a dream now. This life in the end, when life is over, it is all a dream. Everything happening is a dream. That's the reality. Nobody can deny it. This is the realization. This is enlightenment. This takes time. This needs initiation. This needs every day attending Ask Air. This needs being on the path of enlightenment, because it is not easy to tie the rascal mind. Even though I told you, today I explained little clearly or very clearly.
Clearly, very clearly.
Then there should be no need to worry. But tomorrow
No.
again you will worry.
Yes.
Because your mind is not agreeing to that. That's what Bridget asked. So when will we know we have realized the truth? When will you know you stop worrying? Then you have realized the truth. If you have already, if the one who stopped worrying, then you are enlightened. If you are still worrying, then you're not yet enlightened. So we have to get to that point, and that's why it's called boom. It's called realization. It's called enlightenment. It's like a spark, it's a glow. The moment it comes, there's no worry at all.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Harsh, two more questions. Harsh, question by Harsh. Bolo Harsh.
Shivam sir,
Bolo.
my question is, who made these mantras and artis?
Who made?
Yes,
We will
definitely
have to
must be one.
We will have to ask Google, because Google will
Okay, please ask and let me know.
Huh? Ask Air. Every mantra has a different author. No, Harsh. All the mantras of the world is not made by one person. And there are thousands of artis. Sai Baba Arti is different, Guru Granth Sahib Arti is different, Vishnu Arti is different, Shiva Arti is different, Ganapati Arti is different. Every Arti is different, every mantra is different. Which one, what you're talking, I don't know which one you're referring to. The original mantra that came in the beginning is called Om. That is the original mantra. That has no author. That is there from time immemorial. It is prehistoric. No author, no copyright, no trademark.
Last question.
Okay. Thank you, Harsh. Last question from Keshav. How do we conquer fear? Interesting question to end the discussion. How do you conquer fear? By realizing what is fear. I saw some question from Pratibha. Pratibha asking any question? Harsh. Okay. So how do you conquer fear? By writing fear on the notepad on your board. FEAR. False expectation appearing real. FEAR. What is fear? What is fear? It is false expectation appearing real. It appears. Now let me explain to you. So Keshav, you come out of your bathroom and there's a big crocodile. It's not a fear. It's a danger. It's a danger, the crocodile. But you come out of your bathroom and there's a tiny lizard. The girl jumps out of the bathroom because one tiny lizard is walking. The tiny lizard, what is there to fear the tiny lizard? Fear is a false expectation appearing real. If you go to YouTube, you will see that I have put about 35 videos on coronavirus from last year, March. Last year, March, and I wrote a book here. I wrote a book called Fear. Right on top, it should be one of them. It's called Fear. I wrote a book in April of 2020. But unfortunately, people don't understand. See this book, what's it called? This book I wrote is called FEAR. It says coronavirus won't kill the world. Fear will. You know what I've written in this book? I've written in this book, don't worry about coronavirus. Don't fear it. I wrote when? March 2020. And now, July 2021, Singapore is telling this, government is told, don't worry about coronavirus. It is not a pandemic, it is endemic. You heard the news? Sudeep, you heard the news? Singapore has announced that it's not a Mahamari. And the world is now telling, after 1.5 years of living in fear, now they are telling, don't worry about COVID. It's like a common cough and cold. You go see my video on YouTube in April of last year. Please read, go to YouTube and hear the videos. So fear is not real. Fear of, for example, COVID, it's a fear. False expectation appearing real. We have to be able. So the question was, how can we?
How do we conquer fear?
And the best way to conquer fear, Keshav, the last way, I told you already so many spiritual and philosophical things. The last way to conquer fear, do the thing you fear, do the thing you fear, and the fear will disappear. Do the thing you fear and the fear will disappear. You may be very scared of going on a roller coaster. Do it one time. You will conquer it. You may be scared of snorkeling. There was one girl, she went snorkeling. You know, snorkeling is very beautiful in the Maldives. So this girl, she went to the Maldives and she was seeing beautiful fishes under the water. Very beautiful fishes under the water. And the water level is only half her body. But she's very scared. Fear of the water, fear of the ocean. But one time you went snorkeling and you saw that there is no fear of the ocean or of the water, then you overcome the fear of anything in this world. My dear friends, before I thank you, I have a question to ask you. This is not Ask Air, this is Air Asks. Air asks. Somebody told me that 8 to 8:30 is not a convenient time and they wanted to change. But I wanted to know if all of you are convenient with the time of 8 to 8:30. Can you just quickly text messages, or you can say 8 to 8:30 is fine. Yes, okay, text. Okay, can I have a few answers? Pratibha, somebody says convenient. Sudeep says perfect. Tanu says yes. Lakshmi, yes. Gautam, 8 to 8:30 is okay. Girish is fine. Amma is saying it's good. Thank you, Amma. Anybody else wants to say? Gaurish is fine. Amma also is fine. Neetu is fine. Ashok Nichani says yes. Kumar Swami is saying yes. And anybody else? Ajitek Dada says it's fine. Rajan says yes. Sanjay Das Subrata says yes. Avinash says fine. Okay. Rai says fine. I think there are, thank you so much. That was a quick, that was called, I think Amitabh Bachchan called it rapid fire or something. I don't know what to call it. But that was an amazing. Shiv Anand says anytime it's fine to hear air. That is from Shiv Anand. My dear friends, for me, it is a pleasure and an honor to come in front of you. Kavita, Rekha, all yes. I bow down to you and I thank you for being present every day from 8 to 8:30 as we do this kirtan. This is a kirtan. This Jnana Yoga is a prayer, more than a prayer. And we are trying to do this because we love God, we love the divine. And I bow down to you for coming every day and joining us. I thank you. Best wishes.